Building analytic dashboards can be complicated and time-consuming. You may have a lot of data, but are finding it challenging to find insights and extract value of it. Dataki is here to help with the power of AI. Let's start by connecting to your BigQuery data source. It is super easy to link Dataki to your Google Cloud projects. Just open this dialog, click on this drop-down, select your project, hit link, and then you will see your data sources listed, and that's it. We're sticking to the demo e-commerce data source for now. Okay, so now let's try generating some views and some charts with our dataset. These are some prompts that Gemini thinks are interesting for our specific dataset. Let's try one. Let's try the first one. Show me the 10 products with the highest sales this month. Okay, so these are the most popular products. You can see as the x-axis, it's setting the product name, and as the y-axis, we can see the total sale. We can double check what SQL is being generated for this particular query and what JSON configuration is also being generated for the visualization. And these are things that, of course, you can modify if you feel something is wrong. Okay, let's try with a different suggestion now. Give me a breakdown of sales by gender for this month. So here we go. In this case, it's a pie chart. And now let's say we want to add this to a dashboard so we can share it with our colleagues. If we click on this button here, we'll see our available dashboards. In this case, we only had one, but we could create a new one. If we click on this one, we see the one that we have already created. It has a bunch of widgets already. We'll go through them later. And our new widget should be here at the bottom. Maybe it's not the best location. So yeah, let's just place it here and resize this a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. And back to the generative dashboard, let's see what we can do. Please notice this drop down that allows us to change the date range. It's set to 90 days by default, but if we change it to 30, we'll see how all the views in the dashboard are updated automatically. Let's do something else. Notice how this chart here is referring to daily revenue. Let's say we want to make it weekly. So if we click on edit, we get another chat interface, and here we can ask it to make it weekly, please. And here we go. Now it has changed into a weekly chart, and if we click on update, this gets updated in the final dashboard as well. So now let's take a look at a more complicated chart. In this case, it's the weekly revenue by age group. And if we look at the result, we can see that the line of the 50+ age group is higher than the rest, which is already interesting. Let's see how the SQL is generated in this case. We can notice how Gemini has generated it perfectly, and it also ties up perfectly with the configuration. So we get this nice chart. And finally, tables. Don't worry about fetching too much data because this is paginated automatically and you can infinitely scroll and it's gonna be perfectly fine. Filters coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. We have a lot of stuff coming up soon, so stay tuned.